Hi, welcome to the next video in this playlist, Germany 1933 Day of Decision. Okay, I've just paused it, let's just get going. Just want to check my intelligence when this is coming up, 17th of October. Let me just update this field so I can see where I left off. Okay, there we go. Just want to say something about the technology screen. In the beginning years, in the peaceful years, I actually just look for technologies that are of the year, like for 1933. So I'll look for technologies that are due for 1933 or a year ahead. I don't look further than that really, because there's just too much of a penalty. I'll say this much: the darkest hours increase the complexity of the tech tree. For example, here the radar warning sites. In Hearts of Iron 2, the vanilla version, there was about 5 different technologies there, and all they did was they improved your radar efficiency. But if you look at Darkest Hour, I mean, just this first base this decimetric system, this gives you a radar efficiency improvement, but also opens up a mission type, a new one, typical new one to Darkest Hour, air scramble. And then if you look at air radar, this is a field that opens up all these advantages for your tactical CAS fighter. It even improves your anti-submarine efficiencies. New models for the ships come up on board. So and this is about 10 or 11 fields here that wasn't there before, and right up to 1960 55, and you've got 2 extra techs. There used to be 5 here, so it's ranked up in difficulty and complexity. If you look at the air doctrines, I mean, there's offensive air superiority, defensive air superiority, not modern naval combat. I mean, and all the efficiencies and morale increases, all the different ships. Now Darkest Hours introduced light carriers. Before, in your Hearts of Iron vanilla, you only had aircraft carriers and escort carriers in the final patch. Now you've got an actual light carrier that's also been introduced. I mean, this is just one of the examples of this. Your tank brigades. An interesting thing with Darkest Hour and the tank, there's no more anti-tank brigade. Before, in the vanilla version of Hearts of Iron, you got a specific anti-tank brigade. For example, let me give you an idea. All these brigades, you got an anti-tank one. But what they've done, and they've done this with a few of these fields, there's no anti-tank brigade. But what happens is this, by discovering this, it increases. If you look at the tooltip, your artillery hard attack has increased, your infantry hard attack, your mountain hard attack. So they've increased the hard attack of the specific units, so you don't have to build the brigade itself. The rest of them are brigades, like your artillery brigades, but they've done the same for SP, motorized rocket artillery. No more brigade for it. You have a soft attack values to your artillery increased by soft attack. But self-propelled artillery is still a brigade. So there's a lot of nuances and realistic touches that Darkest Hours introduced into the game. Motorized infantry, I think, was discovered much later in Hearts of Iron 2. Now it's a 1935 tech, and it's actual realistic date for that. The tech tree, just to give you this idea, the tech tree in the peaceful period, you're just basically following. You've got the dates sort of match up. But when the war starts, it starts to really rank up, because you need every single one of these. You want the naval side. You want all of these escort fighters. You want all the radar, and you can't go through down all the radar and still discover all the encryptions. On the nuclear field, I mean, you've got to discover all these nuclear. Then it gives you a reactor, but also in order this will be able to be carried by a strategic bomber. So you make the bomb here, but if you want to make, let me give you the secret weapons. If you want to make an ICBM, you have to now go down this test facility, and it also requires that you obviously have discovered the bomb. So this field is a strategy game on its own, the technology field. And if you watched my guide to this, it lives and breathes in the game. Custom equipment. This was new. This is new to Darkest Hour. This wasn't in the, and it adds a whole rank of difficulty and complexity to the game. And this you don't automatically get. A few months pass by, and then you have to pay for it. You have to pay for this field in order. You could via an event, Sorry, not an event, via your decisions. You can pay. You have to pay for it. You don't just get it. You don't get all. You discover it, and you see all those tips. You get all those for your infantry and your paratroopers. No, you have to discover them, and that's also divided between sturdy equipment, which is for your infantry, and sturdy vehicles for your. So you got to, and the techs are pretty difficult, even though they're early techs like 1939. I mean, this field here, general equipment is an 18. So going into Russia, fighting in the winter, it's a good idea to get custom equipment. But then you want everything else, and you need everything else. So that's my little bit on the technology field. It's an engrossing, difficult, strategic, complex field. It's a game on its own. All right, let's go. Okay, great. Unemployment rate. This is from the economic recovery policy. This event. This is not a decision, but from the decision of the economic recovery policy, this came this time early. Sometimes it takes a year to come. Sometimes maybe even close to 2 years. So it's kind of random. It comes in, but it's great that it came down this, because now it reduces your national dissident by 5 and gives you 10%. This is a result of the economic recovery. There's still benefits that come from this. This, as I said, this event is random. Sometimes it takes a year to come through, the second event, or sometimes 2 years. Now it's come early. It's come within the year I got it. So great. We need it. Okay, I'm just going to set this to normal because I want to see what the update on this is. Let's just wait for it. I just want to see what the... Okay, so there. Look at that. Consumer goods. I've got almost 15 IC to spare. Alright, so let's build some more factories. Did I build one in Essen? No, I didn't. I'm going to build in Essen. 3 because that's a 90. And I've started infrastructure over there. Then I'm building one at that place in Potsdam. I'm going to build in Neupen. That's a great field to come early, because the economic recovery result of it to come early, because look at the whack it gives you in terms of your... Now I'm wondering, I'm at 70. I think I'm going, because I've just got not even an IC left to spare. I could put a factory in, but then it would make it would do 5 of these down. So I'm going to leave this as it is, and then just check my technology, and then just run with it from there. Okay, let's go. Okay, converted carrier. Alright, that technology is finished. Let me go and have a look at converted carriers. Okay, I'm just going to carry on with this field. Yeah, I'm just going to carry on down there. Okay, I'm going to now, you see the AI here has failed to delay your production. He just keeps going at you with all these different disrupting your production. So the AI, that's why your intelligence keeps saying this. But it is the 17th. I'm going to increase my intelligence funding. Great, that one is done. So the AI just keeps throwing missions at you. That's why you want to save your money up here and save your oil. Germany doesn't have a lot of oil, but you want to save money. Money is important in this game later on as well for influencing nations. So I save as much of it as I can. Alright, let's go on. Yeah, improved seaplane. Okay, let's just see. Let's have a look at the seaplanes. Okay, it's 1937. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to carry on research there. I'll come back to this one. I'm going to look for a 1930 early tech to discover in the meantime. I'm so busy with the navals. I want to wait. That 1933 destroyer I want to research, because I want to go through 37. I want to make destroyers for the bottom. I could go with the troop ship. Yeah, I want to come and do that just now. But what I think I'm going to do is on the naval doctrines, I'm going to research this 1925 tech, which is great because I'm making carriers, so I want the positioning to be great. So I want to start with this field. It depends on the game, this game, you change your tactics all the time. I don't know if I'll go down this field later, probably. But it's a 1925 tech, so I'll go through quickly and I want to get it out the way. So I'm going to use radar on that. He'll burn through that. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm just looking at my consumer goods and I see I've got 1.5. I'm going to put another factory. If you have a look here, I've got about one IC. So I'm just going to bomb a factory in. It doesn't matter if it goes over. Uh, where's all my 90s? I did all these. Okay, so I'll put one down here at. I don't have any more hundreds, eh? I've done my, and I'm building there. He's not 100. He's not 100. Okay, I'm gonna put one in Munich. 3. Let's make sure that finishes at 37. Yep, let's go to Munich. It's just updated. I just want to have a look and see how. Okay, see it's so it's messed around with my. Now I've got it, but it's fine. I don't mind delaying this so much, but look at the amount of factories I'm building. And the key in this game is it's a war game. It's about factories. I see. The infrastructure will come eventually before the war, but at the moment it's icy. Okay, let's go on. Okay, Carrier Air Group 1930. This one has come through. This tech is finished. This one was that one. Okay, it's 1934. I'm going to carry on with this tech because it's 1933. So I'm going to finish that tech. So I'm going to carry on with that. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we've developed the armor division formation. That enables us not only, here's the brigades, not only to make brigades, but now the capability of making actual tank divisions. So I'm glad that's out the way. Yeah, so now I want to, it's 1933, so I still want to look, there's a 34 tech, but it's got high difficulty levels, so I'm not going to touch that. As close air support's also got high difficulty levels, and this other 34 tech tank brigades has got high difficulty levels. So I'm going to look at the naval. I'm going to start with the troop ship at 25 because I want to develop this up to 1941. So I can specifically for the Mediterranean. I want to be able to make troop ships from down there. So I'm going to pick a guy for that. I think I'm going to take this number 8. He'll go quickly through there. I could take a 7, but yeah, I'll take a number 8 and let him go through there. I don't want to take this one and this one because this IG Fargan and this Krupp for the tanks Krupp is great. For Fargan in the industrial, I mean you use this guy a lot in the industrial fields, and I want him for product standardization later. So I don't want to get the times mixed. I'll take this guy over here for the troop ships. Okay, early light carrier been discovered, and I'm going to carry on with this early light carrier. I want to finish that 1929 one, so I'm going to carry him on with that because once he's finished and in the carrier air group, I'll start building them, and I'm going to be building battleships soon. Okay, let's go on. Okay, there's my improved battleship. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to put him directly on this destroyer there, 1933. It's 1934, and I'm going to put him right there and let him burn through that. That'll go through quite quickly, because there's nothing more for me to discover. In the naval text, I want 1933, and I want the AC, but I might delay that a little bit. I do definitely want to get my close air support and the tank brigades. Tank brigades got high difficulty levels, so I want to get them started, and it is 1934. But I'll push this through for now. And I want to start my battleship stuff because they take a hell of a long time to build. So I'm going to build one of those, there. And I'm going to build, this is a battleship 8. So I'm going to build that and that. I can put 5 attachments, but I'm first waiting to be able to put surface radar on them. But that comes with radar technology, which I'll research later. So there is one attachment that I still want to add, but it's not in this field. Alright, so I'm going to put 2 there. Look how long that thing takes. 1945 for the second one. Once this one is finished in 1939, it's 1934, that's 5 years from now. Odd. Then in 1945, the second one will be finished. But it won't be so bad because... just bring that down, because It won't be so bad because I'll get the Hawk lobby will improve their production, the conscription events, general mobilization, speeds up the development of all your factories and what you're producing. So it looks bad now, but these things still take a hell of a long time to build. So it's best to get started early. I just don't know what the effect is going to be. I want to actually have a look. Okay, great. Just made it. I don't mind delaying these. All right, I don't mind delaying these. I do want these out. I don't necessarily want to always have this whole queue delayed, but these things take so long to build, and I want them out in 1939, the start of the war. Yeah, and I'm also gonna check this one. Okay, this is something new. I don't think I've explained this before. In Darkest Hour, they've added an auto upgrade checklist. See where my mouse pointer is pointing, so I can check it. What this actually does is a gearing bonus on this. So gearing bonus means that you build one item and then they kind of get good at it, and then your second item will be, because they're setting up assembly lines, this is a theory behind it, the second item will go a little bit quicker and the third item will go faster. So eventually the fourth item will be like, I'm just giving you an example, like half the time it took to build the first item. That's the idea behind gearing bonus. But there is also diminishing returns, where if you build so many, you don't get the return back. So anybody understands it. So diminishing returns is factored into this. Now what the auto upgrade little check button means, that I've asked it that if there's a newer model, well, I don't know specifically for battleships, but if there's a newer model for a battleship or newer models of these while I'm building these, usually if I didn't have this check, it would just build these older models like your float planes, float plane 6. If I discovered float plane 7, 8 later, and this thing was still building, it would still come out in 1945, the second one with float plane 6, float plane 6. But if I check this, the second model, if there's a newer model available, it will put that into the queue instead of the older model. So 1945, or I'm just giving you an idea, when the second model is built, it's actually the upgraded model, the one I've discovered. The problem with that is it's great, but it reduces your gearing bonus. Your gearing bonus is reduced a little bit like that. But I think it's always better to have a better, newer model out, and it doesn't matter if it takes a little bit longer. So that's what this auto upgrade is all about. Yeah, okay, so I've started that. So yeah, let's go on. Let's just see what happens here. Okay, yeah, we've succeeded in stealing the blueprint for offensive attrition from Czechoslovakia. That's in the tech tree somewhere. It's completely random. You might get blueprints of old technologies that you've already discovered. But basically what a blueprint is this. There's a blueprint. There it is. You see this little blue part there. That just means that I get a bonus to researching that. My research will be quite a bit faster with blueprints. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, early air carrier. Let's come through. Let's just have a look. Early air carrier. I'm going to carry on. 1934. I'm going to keep going down this field till it's finished. So let's start that. Just the carrier air groups going and the fleet carrier. Alright, let's go. Okay, subsidiary carrier role. That's this technology over there. Okay, so what do we want to do after this? Now I think I'm going to do the CAS. Yeah, I'm going to do the CAS. In fact, I'm not. I'm going to start the next tech that will come out, like this one here. I'll start with the CASs. I'm going to start with product standardizations. Huge tech. I know it's early, but this thing gives you a 2% to your efficiency. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to put this guy on there. I'm not going to put him on there because I need him for my tanks. I'm going to put this guy on there, IG Fargent. Alright, get that thing started. Alright, let's go. Rocket search facility, and yeah, I'm going to start with my CAS. I think that's a good idea. I don't know. Let me just first check. Naval doctrines, wolf packs. Yeah, there's all 36 techs. Yeah, I'm going to start with my CAS. Close air support. And this guy should be able to give it a good go. It's got all the bits and pieces for that. So I got my light improved carrier going, product standardization, air carrier group, and fleet carrier. Alright, let's go. Okay, so my troop ship 25 has come out. This tech is finished. Sorry, it was here. 1936 is too far away. I'm not going to do the I'm going to start with the armor, the brigade. It's 1934 as it is now, and I'm going to put this guy on there. Okay, there's my post-war tank. It's 1934. I think I'll end it off on that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Nitro are going to be conquering the world. I don't know everything. I'm not an expert at this. I kind of got the set strategy. The war really ranks up. France not so difficult to conquer, but the Russians. Wow, this is difficult. I hope you'll be able to help me in that part where I have to conquer Russia and we get to Moscow. Alright, so please, if you like this video, let me just save it. Save. Yep. If you like this video, please share it and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, good day on you.